As much as a lot of you guys don't want to hear this, AI is about to take over. And it's starting right now. And as much as we talk about it, there's really absolutely nothing that we can do about it. Because we have the tools and we have the resources to make AI records. And right now, the record companies have the tools and the resources to push these fake people. Now, the crazy part about it is we don't know how long this is going to last because we all know that music is trendy. We all know that sometimes we have certain trends that come into style and they last for a little while and they go away. I kind of look at it kind of like this whole Southern soul movement right now. There's a lot of Southern soul artists that are popping up out of nowhere, and pretty much a lot of the Southern soul artists are nothing but old rappers who never really made it in their 20s and 30s, and now they're in their, late 30s, early 40s, some 50s that are making Southern soul songs. And as you guys can kind of see, it's kind of coming a big thing, but at the end of the day, it's not really seeming like it's going to last that long because there's so many people trying to do it. And really, Southern Soul was really kind of like an underground thing. I don't think it was ever made to be a mainstream type of a thing. And right now, I think it's pretty much kind of getting to its peak. I don't know if it hit its peak, but I think it's very close to getting to its peak. And I think it's going to kind of mellow back out to where it was more of a underground type of a thing, you got all these boots on the ground situations and all this stuff going on right now. People are going to milk it out. And I think it's going to go back to its roots quite quickly. Now, when it comes to this whole AI situation, like I said before, this could be another situation kind of like the NFTs. Everybody jumped on that NFT wave so quick. Everybody was buying these images and trying to create NFTs to sell them and everything, and that crashed horribly. Like it started quick and it ended very quickly. So when we know that something is not necessarily real, humans, we typically kind of, we kind of get into it for a second, but then we kind of shy away from it. And this is another thing too, dealing with these AI artists, because now we have, Miss Monet here. I don't know how to say her name. Xenia. I don't really know how to say it. But now we have her on the Billboard radio charts right now. And it's crazy to see that because a lot of the people that are listening to the record don't even know that she's not even real. They just listening to a song that they like. And now, granted, the song was written by a human being, and it was put into, I believe, Suno, and they put the music and everything behind it. And then now, with ASCAP, BMI, SOCAN, and all these places changing up policies so, you can get paid by using some AI. You can't use a whole completely AI record. You have to have some input or write the lyrics or something like that. Now that that's changing, of course, there's going to be a whole bunch of people who are going to prompt their way to success. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying it's wrong. But I do know one thing about music is that it's a trendy type of a thing. It happened to every region. One point, New York was the thing. It was trendy to be on the New York sound. And then another point, it was to the West Coast sound. Then you got to down south. And I remember even back in the day, you had the whole Miami bass style. You had all of that stuff going on, and a lot of that stuff was very trendy. You had the bass style, where it was a lot of bass with like DJ Magic Mike. It was a lot of stuff going on at that time. But as everything comes in, it fades out fast because people like to see change. And now that we have different AI artists popping up, which this is not the first one, This is not the first AI artist to get a deal and to be pushed out like this. This won't be the last. And I know some of you are thinking, like, how is this artist trending on the radio right now? Well, they signed a deal, this is going to be something we're going to talk about in the future. They signed a deal. And with that being in the deal, that means the record company is going to pump money into this particular entity to make their money back. Now, they signed a $3 million deal. I know a lot of y'all thinking, oh, $3 million, they got $3 million up front. It does not work like that. Okay, they didn't get the whole $3 million up front. I'm going to tell you that right now. It could possibly be like an options deal where we're going to put some money into this. We're going to give you an advance for this. And if this works right, we will give you another option to get this money out or whatever. Or it could be a $3 million deal, including promotions and everything else. It could be that type of a situation. And I think it's like that because the amount of songs that is already out with this artist. So I think they're going to probably do this. And they're probably going to release like another single, and then they may try to release another single and then maybe package it up as an EP or something like that. But the record labels are going to make their investment back. Okay, that's one thing that they're going to do. They're going to make their investment back. And if they got to use any type of promotion, just like how me right now talking about it, they have a lot of press releases. A lot of people are talking about this particular entity. I can't really say artist because it's really entity. But a lot of people are talking about this, so more people are checking out the music. And I think really, to be honest with you, a lot of people are just curious to see how the music sounds. I know it's going to be somebody right now who watches this video that's going to go out and they're going to sit there and listen to the song and say if it's good or bad. And I think right now it's a lot of curious people rather than fans that are checking out this new AI artist because a lot of people are talking about it. But right now, it's really nothing that you can do about it, except for, try to be the best artist that you can be. Try to make the best music that you can. A lot of people are infusing the AI with their music to try to make it a little bit better, which I think that is cool. It's like a helping tool that you can do. But right now, this is just the beginning of this new AI trend. And I would say get on board or get left behind, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say you do what you do. But right now, there's nothing that's going to stop it. We can sit here and try to sign petitions. We can sit here and talk about it over and over again. But right now, AI is amongst us when it comes to music. Man, who would ever thought that would happen?